Weekly Renewal is brought to you by Calvo Select Care.
Half a day, I'm Claire Calvo, bringing you your weekly renewal. Today, I am joined by Pexa and Clarissa Torres. Half a day, ladies.
Half a day.
Thank you so much for being here and sharing with the island structural integration. So I know most people have no idea what that is. So if you could just start by explaining what exactly is that?
Well, it's a type of body work done on a table like massage, but its goals are to improve function and posture.
Okay.
Developed by a woman named Ida Rolf, and often known as Rolfing rather than structural integration.
Yes.
But anything that's structural integration was developed from her work.
I did not know that. Okay.
There's lots of other therapies, Heller work, soma therapy. There's a fellow in Maine who calls his kinesis. So there's lots of other.
Okay. And so, but what exactly, like for someone who's just hearing anything like fascia or, alignment, what exactly does that work entail?
Okay. Ida Rolf developed a system of 10 sessions that works through the body. The first one would be work around the lungs, rib cage and lungs. She said we had to free the breath. The second one would be work with the feet, because that's your foundation. 3 is the outside line of the body. 4 is the inside of the legs and the more medial line through the body. 5 is the front of the body.
Okay.
We generally work up the front because most people are leaning forward. And then we work down the back in number 6. 7 is the neck and head. And you need to work a lot in the lower to get the neck and head in place.
So starting from the foundation,
yes, building up. 8, 9, and 10 are kind of once more through to work with integration and things you missed the first time.
So would you say it's a hands-on, so is it all just the structural, the physical aspect of the body, or is it also working in any kind of like meridians or, energy?
Well, it's all related. It's all related. And the energy stuff is there.
Yeah.
And sometimes there's heat releases people have and, all of that.
Yeah.
Sometimes there's emotional releases too that happen in sessions.
Yes, there can be emotional releases. Because your body holds trauma. And so if there was a trauma, your muscles have memory of that.
Right.
And
muscle memory.
Yeah. Muscle memory.
Yeah.
And it's whole body. And also the fascia is one we work a lot with the fascia, which is that white filmy stuff when you cut up a chicken, that white filmy stuff, and it wraps all of our organs, our blood vessels, our muscles. It's one continuous organ.
That's such an excellent way to explain it, because I've always found it hard to explain. Well, what is fascia? Okay, yeah.
Including the brain. So we used to joke in class that we'd Rolf the body and Rolf the brain too. And I've recently learned some new techniques with the head that are really helpful to bring that.
So you said class. So I know that you certified Clarissa, right?
Yes.
And so you're basically you're at that level of, I guess, a master practitioner where you're able to certify others. Can I ask you, Clarissa, what inspired you to venture down this specific path of body work and
so
energy work?
Body work, it feels like it was always in the cards for me because as I was younger and working different types of jobs, massage or body work would always pop up. But it didn't align until I was in a place to actually focus on learning and going to school for it. And while I was in school, one of my teachers was a Rolfer, and he was my favorite teacher because he was the most knowledgeable, and if I had questions about the work, then he would advise me. And so when I had graduated, I told him, I'm going to be like you one day, and he's like, no, you're going to be better. And so when I came back, I was actually looking for Pat, but it wasn't time yet for us to meet. And when it was time, then I feel like our relationship came together pretty quickly, or very nicely. And when she mentioned she had the school coming up, I was like, yes.
So how long have you been practicing?
I have been practicing with Pat and learning under her I want to say since 2019, but when I had graduated from her school, I got in my own way and my fears got in my way. So I have been certified for just a year coming December.
Okay. And then Pat, I know you.
That's board certified.
Yes,
Awesome.
board certified. Correct.
And Pat, you've been, gosh, how long you've been in the healing arts, body work, energy work for a while?
Yes,
right?
I retired from teaching in '96, and it took me a few years to figure out what I wanted to do when I grew up. And
I'm still trying to figure it out.
and so I was thinking of going to, I was taking some classes at the university thinking I might do something like naturopathic medicine or something, and I realized I don't think I have the brain to remember those things. And so anyhow, I was talking to Dr. Miller, the chiropractor, one day, and he said, I'm thinking I'd go to massage school. He said, if I were going to massage school, I'd go to Rolfing school instead. And I said, oh, good idea. So I went home and checked it out and went to school the following January.
So we could thank Dr. Miller for guiding in that direction.
Because I'd known of it, because Lloyd Keckley had been a teacher at the university, and he was trained. And in fact, he would often go to Japan and do Rolfing on weekends.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us. Catch us next week for the second part of the series.
Weekly Renewal is brought to you by Calvo Select Care.